Hey there, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Mikey speaking. Today, I wanted to talk about the Google stock split. In case you don't know, come July 15, 2022, they're actually doing a 20 for 1 stock split. What that means is for every one share you own of Google, you will now own 20. It's adding more shares into the pool, thus making the Google stock more appealing to your everyday person. Because currently, if you look at the price, if you want to buy a single share of Google, it's going to be at like $2,700 to $3,000. This is going to bring the price down significantly, so it's more appeasing to everyone. Now, I don't exactly agree with splits anymore ever since they introduced the whole, how do you say it, the fractional shares. There you go. My brain wasn't working. So now with most platforms, you can buy a fractional share. So if I wanted to start buying Google, I could buy 0.2% of Google or zero point 0.2 shares, and that way I'm still not investing the full 3,000. I invest maybe 100, 200, or 300, and I still own a fraction of a share of Google. Now, in all honesty, if you're just talking like aesthetics, I'd much rather see me owning one share of something than zero point 0.1 share of something, even if they're the same price. Aesthetics only. But does it really make a difference? No, it does not, other than, again, making it look more appealing. But the thing I do like about splits is there's momentum that carries with some of these splits. The question is, what is Google going to do before and after the split? And I'm going to use Tesla as an example of the last split that I went through and how I'm going to use Tesla to more or less model how I'm going to play Google before the split and after the split. Anyways, let's hop over to the computer and let me start showing you Tesla and during their whole split time frame. So if you look here, Tesla actually had it split 8/31/2020. So a year and a half ago ish. During the split, like you can see, the day of the split, this stock ran up to $500. Like, what was the high of day? The high of day was 514 cents. Absolutely amazing. And it was a 5 for 1 or 4 for 1 split. Let me see if it says 5 for 1 split. Now, this is the important part. Mind you, I will say this, Tesla has a lot more hype going for it than Google just because of what they're doing and their fanboys, fangirls that are attached to Tesla, me being one of them. I do like Tesla as an overall company, and I have quite a significant amount of shares in Tesla. But here goes what I was looking at. Pre-split, this stock started to run. I want to say about 15 days before. It just started skyrocketing. The day of the split, it took off. After the split, literally the day after, it started to come down. So I'm using this kind of right here, this move right here to kind of figure out how I want to play Google and hoping I'm right on this. So Google's trading at about $2,800. So my plan for Google is to own 2 shares of Google 15 days before the actual split. So goal is around the 4th or 5th of July. If the stock market's closed on the 4th, Independence Day, then I'll buy it on the 5th. If not, I'll buy it on the 4th. But I'm going to hold those 2 shares into the day of the split. The day of the split, I see it running. My goal is $25 to $50 per share is what I'm trying to sell out of. As soon as it hits $25, I'm going to sell 20 shares or half of my holding position, which will profit me about $500 in theory, if I'm doing the numbers right. So I actually had to fix one part of this, but my camera is not coming back up, so I'm doing it like this. The actual shares that I was selling for the second part of this was I was going to sell the second shares at $50 per share, just as an FYI. So my overall goal is to sell the first set at $25 per share for the first 20, $50 for the next 20, which my overall profit, if it goes as planned, would be $1,500 off of my 2 shares or 40 shares after the stock split. Even though I'm buying 2 shares and hoping it goes to that $25, $50 increase per share, I'm also ready to hold this stock for a few months if I need to hit those prices. Currently, I don't own any Google in any of my portfolios, or if I do, it's a very little amount. I want to say I own less than 1 share of Google right now. So holding 2 shares of Google, still keeping it at about 3 to 4% of my portfolio, I'm fine with that and holding it and waiting till it hits those prices. That's the reason I'm only willing to go in 2 shares or 40 shares post split. And again, I'll play the wait game. I'll put in my prices. I'll just let it sit. It hits it, great. If it doesn't, okay. I guess I'm holding 40 shares of Google for a little bit. Now, if I do hit those prices, this is the other thing. Going back to the computer, I did want to show you one other thing Tesla did. So if you look here, Tesla ended up jumping up $200 to get to about $500 a share, then went back down $160, so around $340 a share within the next few days. If Google does this, then I'm going to get back into Google 20 shares or 1 share pre-split. And that will be the amount that I actually hold longer term, maybe a couple years, and add it to my long-term portfolio at that time. Anyways, that's my plan for the Google stock split, basically how I'm going to play it. I would love to know your thoughts on how you're going to play this split and if you're actually excited for it or if you think it's useless. I do think it is kind of useless, but if it makes me money, then I am happy. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Click the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this, or share it with someone who you wanted to share a conversation about the Google stock and the split coming up July 15th. Anyways, to the next video. Hope you have a good day. Bye.